With the latest on this deadly crash in Perry Hall that we told you about last night. Now, just the latest tragedy on a dangerous stretch of roadway. And tonight, ABC 2 News' Jeff Hager tells us a witness who lives by the crash scene on Bel Air Road is calling on the state to make the road safer.
The official police report on Wednesday's accident will suggest a southbound Honda Accord crossed the center line, sideswiping one car and hitting another head-on.
The driver of that Honda Accord, 30-year-old Amy Thies, was pronounced deceased on the scene.
But for the owner of a nearby house on Bel Air Road, just above Perry Hall Road, it was like a recurrent nightmare.
We were in the house watching TV, and we heard the initial, I guess it was the initial smack of the cars, but it was a mess. It was mayhem.
With a blind northbound curve as his neighbor, Jeff Magnus says every time he pulls out of his driveway, he risks being T-boned by oncoming traffic.
I've lived here basically about 30 years. In that whole time, I can't count the number of accidents that we've had, especially when it gets icy or it gets snowy.
According to the Maryland State Highway Administration, the stretch of Route 1 from Forge to Miller Roads has been the site of 32 crashes over the last 3 years.
Something definitely needs to be done, whether it's straightening this bend out, if it's putting a camera system in, if you want to put a median in to at least stop traffic running into each other, I don't know.
For Jeff Magnus, any improvements to make this stretch of Bel Air Road safer can't come soon enough. He says he spent most of the morning on the phone with grief counselors trying to deal with last night's death.
It was Magnus, after all, who ran from his home to try to assist the victims in the seconds which followed the crash.
Nobody got ejected, but the one lady got out of the car and she collapsed getting out of her car. The other lady
In Perry Hall, Jeff Hager, ABC 2 News.
We got a feel for Jeff tonight. I hope you take a second and just realize what the man saw yesterday. A 42-year-old woman from Nottingham survived the head-on collision. She is right now at shock trauma, and we're wishing her the very best in this. But again, Jeff, hang in there tonight.